Before coming into the NBA, who were the players that you most looked up to?
I'd say Giannis, KD. Giannis is too overpowered on 2K, by the way. It's just impossible to defend against him.
Okay, but what if you become the Giannis next
Off 2K?
year? Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say it's unfair, but I'm still gonna use it.
Okay. And then we got another player that comes into next year, and they're gonna be like.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer, Dor. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Iguodala out there with Taylor. Then there's Boss. Then it's prime time. And it's the captain in at the 3 slot. And for Golden State, they're going to go small with Paul and Curry as the guard pair. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Dario Saric, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward spot. Well, we know, Greg, trade talks have increased as we get closer to the deadline. So how does it affect the player when their name is mentioned in trade rumors?
Listen, it can rattle your confidence, and especially the first time it happens. But, Kevin, it's important to remember that it's all business, and guys just can't take it personally.
Here's the captain. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. And, yes, it's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Kuminga. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Well, Chris Paul has made a living doing just this, finding the open teammate.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And there were a few teams that gave them trouble last year, but this team was one that you wouldn't have expected.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And certainly flying under the radar this summer was Chris Paul's move to the Golden State Warriors, GA. That is a very interesting move.
Yeah, Paul was on the outs in Phoenix, and after a brief stop in D.C., ended up with the Warriors. Once was a heated rival of the franchise, but that's how fast things can change.
Kuminga, no good.
Boy, just 1 for 4, a little brisky right now.
That shot misses.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Curry on the wing. From outside the arc. A shot by Paul, no good.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. So Iguodala will go to the line. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up. Toronto shooting their first free throw of the night. So the Warriors, GA, last summer deciding to maximize the Curry, Clay, Draymond timeline.
And have slowly swapped their youth for vet contributors. Sent Poole out for the veteran Paul. They know the window is closing and want one more title.
Boss gets the bucket. Boss has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And there's the pass to Saric. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
The captain passes to Iguodala. Here's the captain. It's stolen by Saric. Curry outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
Here's Primetime. A three-pointer is right on target. Primetime's got 5 points so far.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Saric. Payton comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Stephen Curry. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Joseph. And the Warriors miss again. Raptors leading by 9. And he lobs it up. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so Payton will bring it up for Golden State. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
And now, with this break, here are the premier glass cleaners among rookies over the course of the past month. Well, you look at the captain, third in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside. And, of course, Shorty. He's in that same group.
And they've each come into their own, I think, as rebounders during this stretch. I think they're getting used to the more physical nature of the NBA.
Now, here's Moody. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Boss. From past the arc, hits the three-point bomb. Boss has got his third bucket of the night.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Moody. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Here's primetime, and again it's Toronto converting.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Wiggins from outside, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, what a quick move. Wiggins able to draw the contact. Defender completely off balance.
The Warriors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. He doesn't get the second one. And he nails the third. Now, Poole got it off in time, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Jordan Poole, Iguodala out there with the captain. Then there's Boss, and it's Taylor in at the center position. Buries it from three-point range.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
There's Kuminga. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We know Doris officiating is always going to be a point of contention, but some teams let it affect them more than others.
And Kevin, that can obviously have a major difference in so many of the games. And for me, a lot of times it comes down to maturity. Teams that dwell on calls are going to have issues, particularly in big games. Let the coach worry about the officials. You play.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Paul, right side. Back to Payton. Paul outside. Out to the wing. Kuminga. Clock at 4. Poole with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Count it. Poole's got 5 points now this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Bucket is good. 7 points for Jordan Poole.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside Curry. And Saric kicks to Curry. Fires from deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity. Was a major part of the outcome.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Saric. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Taylor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's the captain. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Andrew Wiggins, who's checked in for the Warriors. Joseph comes in for Paul. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Take a look at Boss. Almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number 1, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, guys. Well, Kyle Kuzma has always been a crazy confident person. He said, I've always had this incredible self-belief that no matter who I'm on the court with, I'm the best player. And that's gotten me to this level. That's gotten me to where I am. So my irrational confidence has always been a key thing for me. Kevin, back to you.
Really owns it, David. I like that. Thanks. And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Joseph dishes to Curry. Back to Joseph. This one for 3. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Joseph. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Curry knows what his team is doing to set him up. In that instance, just get him the ball in the catch-and-shoot game. Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Passes to Kuminga. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Tuesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. Poole against Joseph. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Wow, he has been unstoppable from outside in the second quarter. The threes are just flowing.
Joseph, the pass to Saric. Here's Wiggins. Knocks it down from 7 feet.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Poole from deep three-point territory. And Curry pulls it down. from deep three-point land. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Jordan Poole making highlights for the Raptors. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 three-pointers in the period. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what was your impression?
The work they put in on the glass has been the difference maker. Truly an all-hands-on-deck attack. Give them credit for being the more aggressive team. Rebounding is one of the stats that sometimes gets overlooked, but not tonight.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Warriors?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal percentage they've allowed. Well, that's not going to cut it, Ernie. I don't even want to talk about it no more.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's Paul with the ball for Golden State. They're going to go small with Paul and Curry as the guard pair. Wiggins is out there with Kuminga. And it's Šarić in at the center. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Wiggins against Kuzma. It's White on the wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Gary Payton II. Some changes for Toronto. The captain's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Green comes in for Derek White. And Primetime subbed in for Jordan Poole. Green, no luck. A steal, pass to Iguodala. To the wing on the left. Here's Primetime. A beautiful reverse layup.
Reverse layup. Woo. Let's see Robbie highlights. Let's go, Robbie. Look at the layup of Robbie. Look at the layup. Reverse layup over Curry. Yes, sir.
Time's got 9 points.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
What about Curry? Yes,
Paul
sir.
finds Wiggins. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 3. Kuminga, no good. Toronto's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And Green puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And they're pushing it up. And another basket for Toronto.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. Will it go? And the Warriors miss again.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort. It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game. Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
From deep, Green, and again, Toronto with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Sharch finds Wiggins. Outside Curry. The tray.
Curry!
And it's Iguodala with the rebound. From the arc. And Danny Green gets the three. Green's got...
Look at that Green wide open. Look at that Green. It's a fake Curry out and then the Green in the 3.
At 11 in the second half.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Now the pass to Sharp. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Kuminga. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there.
And Green gets it to go.
Yeah, this looks like...
Danny Green breaking ankles on Curry. They look at Curry, Danny Green versus Curry. Breaking ankles.
A pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Curry.
Curry getting
and just miss after miss right now.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Count it.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Now, culture is thrown around a lot in the NBA, but the Warriors team has it in spades, and Kevon Looney says the way we play is the way the locker room is. It's fast, loose, and disciplined. As long as you work, you're able to enjoy what you're doing. Everyone has input, and I think the biggest thing with our culture is we always talk about playing with joy. Kevin?
And they do. Love it, David. Good stuff. Thank you so much.
Good layup. Good layup. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this over CP3. CP3 got himself turning around. Even though Charles got turning. And then a layup.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
And the Warriors find a way to score.
And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 10 points.
But Curry can finish left, right, quick. He can quick shoot you, get you off your feet. This guy's so good on the inside.
Here's Primetime, defended by Paul, and the shot is good. And that's 13 points for Primetime.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense.
Are you serious? Curry is literally got the ball. Made one, and look at me over here. I can't pick on Curry. I know Curry got the ball because Curry is going to be a point guard. And then the steal. The steal, Curry. Oh, no. I showing Curry slay on Curry's moves. And then a 3, Havel Curry's face.
Once again.
And so it's Toronto with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
Look at me, Bobby. I'll be back. Commentary.
So for Toronto right now, the captain out there with Taylor, and it's prime time. Then it's Shorty, and it's Green in at the 2 guard. Outside, Joseph. Picked away. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's the captain. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these 2-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Where is the Warriors?
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. So it's the Warriors now. And here is Moody.
Well, this guy has a reputation for being a lockdown defender. Danny Green takes great pride in making it hard on the offense.
And again, it's Toronto converting.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Jackson Davis. Taylor with a rebound. Taylor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Clutch Player Award debuted in 2023. Doris, what do you think of that honor?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to find more unique aspects of the game to celebrate. Listen, players have specialties beyond just box scores, and that sort of thing deserves to be recognized.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Joseph, the pass to Looney. Out to Peyton.
Good rebound.
It's stolen. There's the dish to Taylor. And stolen by Peyton. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Got that one up quick.
I'll tell you, a terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Here's Green. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Here's Moody. Rebound by the Raptors. The captain's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And he comes up with the deuce. The captain's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Joseph. Out to Peyton. The 3-ball. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Pass to the captain. Banked in off the glass. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Doris, no one has their finger on the pulse of the league like you. So, that being said, what do you think the next coaching trend's going to be?
I think the current coaching trend has had such success, we may not see a change for a while. The trend is hiring young assistant coaches to get in charge of their own operation. Look no further than guys like Mark Dagno and Taylor Jenkins. These young guys have had tremendous success building out programs. I think it's something that's going to continue.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for prime time.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
And that one drops for him.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Here's Looney, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And Green gets it to go.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Bragg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the...
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you.
See the scoreboard. Curry only have 10 points today. 10 points for Wardell, Stephen Curry. Wardell, Stephen Curry. 10 points. Kuminga, 5 points. Payton, 5 points. Oh my god, you guys are doing... Oh my god, Wiggins is doing really bad. But the defending the Raptors in the winning streak. Danny Green, 14 points. Danny Green, 24 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. Robbie, 23 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. Jordan Poole party. 22 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Salmon, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, 1 block. A double-double performance for my Salmon. Abdul, 7 points. Iggy, 5 points. Miss Taylor, 2.6 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 turnovers. Next episode, boys.